Come sit in the shade.
Hi, well, it depends whether we insert people in between these or not. So this could be episode 10. Yeah, we're trying a new. Are you right?
Your chair is spiky.
Insert sign above. We'll make it a neon sign this time.
Neon 80s style for ching. So we're in
I'm being stabbed.
new. Something's attacking Alyssa's butt. Yeah, I know. I always look at Jacob's podcast studio and I'm a little bit envious. But it's windy. But he's not doing this. So hopefully when he's back here, we'll get him out to sit in the sun and do something outside.
I'm actually being attacked.
What? We have a.
He wants to come to Australia.
He's desperate. He would love to live here. He's just fundamentally trying to work out how to get here. And I mean, I'd love to sponsor him, but I think it's kind of cheating the system. But there's got to be another way. But I did tell him, if we hit our targets from the beginning of the mentorship.
Why don't you him and stop?
Oh, I did tell him we could open a YCA Sydney franchise. But also I did tell him if we got to those bigger targets that I set when I first started out on this, if he could do that I would fly him out here and he would fly out. I would put him up here for a week and I'll book out one of the mansions up there as an Airbnb and put him up for a week. So if everybody keeps following and likes this show, and do these make money? I don't think this makes views. I don't go to views.
In Australia, yeah.
I got a few famous chefs I could call up.
What about the gun dog, that old bloke? He wants friends.
What? Bruce.
Yeah, we could hit up Bruce and
for
mansion. Doesn't he live in a mansion?
It's a shack at the moment. He's building. It's a pretty cool spot though. It's right on top of the cliff at Whale Beach, and overlooks both sides. Anyway, I want about a new client. Bruce. He'll probably watch this. I like you, Bruce. He's kind of Bruce Wayne. He's got a cool story. I'm not sure how old you are, Bruce. He's an older gentleman. He's got a young Weimaraner pup, and he's got his hands full. Like you're not old, Bruce, but like that's a young pup with a lot of energy. He's going to test you and keep you young. That's for sure. We're back in a new setup. Yeah. What are we talking about today?
My puppy is biting a lot.
Oh, okay. Troubleshoot puppy stage?
Yeah.
How old are we?
We're around the 4-ish month mark.
20 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I find I think anywhere from 16 weeks, 4 months, 16 weeks, 16 to 20 weeks. Yeah, you're right. Around that age bracket is
he's got
jumping,
more energy, he's more jumpy,
biting, and destruction.
Yeah.
And it's because the dog's matured enough and got through the puppy stage that it's now looking for more fulfillment, and you're stuck at puppy stage, or you're over the puppy bit and you're back to work and life, and the puppy's fallen to the wayside a little bit because it's been 2 or 3 months. Like the kids are losing interest a little bit. No one's walking the dog. Yeah. So, well, it's what happens, right? Like you get your puppy and you love it and you go hard, and then 3 months in, you're like, fuck, I got to get back to work, or like something else comes up and it will prioritize over that because it's not the cute puppy anymore. And you're like, oh, he's trained, he's learned. And then that dog starts to lack fulfillment.
Yeah.
Or the dog matures to a level where it needs more fulfillment, or more training, and you're still at puppy stage. And a lot of people say this is, it's okay, he's just a puppy. It's not okay.
He's a piranha right now.
Yeah, but it's a learned behavior. Like, and they're like, it's a puppy. It's because he's a puppy, and don't use puppy as an excuse for bad behavior. You know, you don't.
Saying what it learns now, it won't go away, something like that.
Yeah, they don't unlearn stuff. Like it's learned. They're learned behaviors. Yeah. I always sort of tell people, and I could be wrong, but I believe that they won't grow out of behaviors.
Yeah.
If they're constantly allowed to practice things, they won't grow out of it. Like if you didn't take dummies off kids, we'd all still be sucking on fucking dummies.
Or titties.
Or titties. Still, well, I nearly said that out loud. It's an inside thought. The lucky ones.
They just don't get milkies.
Welcome to our first R18 episode without a filter on Alyssa. She's finally got her confidence in front of the camera. That'll all need bleeped and cut out, I can tell.
That's okay. Lockie can have a
we don't have a
laugh
HR department yet. Jacob and the guys got a HR department.
Boring.
We'll end up with one eventually, with you hanging around. Jesus. All right, so puppy biting and jumping. Cool. What are you doing?
I've been a bit busier at work lately, so I think that might be one problem to start with.
Cool. And he?
She.
She. So our theoretical
Her name
she.
is Peaches.
Peaches.
Her name is Peaches.
You're not really going to call your dog Peaches, are you?
No. Well, the other name, if it's a boy, is a potato.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Peaches and potato. Okay. I mean, I wanted to get 2 sausages and call them pork and fennel.
So.
But that was me.
To be in real life, to be discussed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Peaches. 16 to 20. Yeah. Comment in the comments. Drop your favorite dog's name and weirdest dog name, and I'll pick one and send you a $50 voucher to work with us for the best one on this episode. How long after we launch the episode? We'll do it the next day after the episode. So I'll give you 24 hours and we'll announce it in the next podcast.
Yeah.
You have to like and share. No, at least like and follow or whatever you got it. I don't know where you're watching this, but either push a thumbs up, like, or subscribe in whichever. Interact with this somehow for us to help the algorithm.
And have a funny ass name and you'll probably win.
I've completely lost what I was going to say.
You're judging my
Okay,
name.
yeah, I am. Okay, so Peaches, 16 weeks to 20 weeks old, golden retriever, has started biting and jumping because you're busy and back to work. And how are you going to fix that? Because she's not going to grow out of it. It's not a puppy phase. So you're either A, getting a trainer because you can't do it yourself, or you're watching this podcast and you're going to.
Okay, so why can't I just send her to daycare to get the sillies out while I'm busy?
Good question. You can. You can. But it will totally probably blow her mind with unlimited access to other dogs. Could be traumatic, could cause a fear, could overvalue and completely reinforce running up to and playing and jumping all over different dogs, and it will create a massive amount of reward in engaging with other dogs, so much so that her behavior may decrease because she's not going to listen to you if you're not spending any time with her for any fulfillment now, and she gets all of her reward and fulfillment at daycare. Your value on her list is just dropping. So daycares are great if you have work and you can't do anything else. That's cool. And find a good one. Don't find one that's just an open yard of freedom. I won't name drop our friends one, but we have 2 friends that have 2 in Monavale. We support and we're working with one of them very closely, and they're really good. They have 2 to 3 handlers in each of the pens, and the dog's social interactions are quite heavily monitored so that there's no bullying, no extra play, no jumping, no biting.
They split up depending on
split up
personalities,
into breeds and size and everything like that. They do a really, really good job. Find one like that. If you want to know who that is, just shoot me a message and I'll tell you straight up. I just don't want to name drop because I haven't told them we're doing this and it might shock them. And I don't want to offend any others that we're already working with, but I'll recommend one in your area if you shoot me a message. Don't do the daycare thing, but I want you to tell me what you are doing with your dog.
So we're getting up in the morning and we're going for a walk down to the beach.
Yep.
And having a swim because I like my morning sunrise swims.
Off lead?
Yeah. And then we're going back home and she's left to do what she wants for the day while I go out to work.
Cool.
And then come home and give her an enrichment toy and then chill for the evening.
Cool. See, I think if you did that with a dog, you probably wouldn't have problems.
No.
You might have recall. You might have some sort of obedience, but I assume if you're taking a 20-week-old puppy down the beach off lead that you have drilled the shit out of your marker word and your recall, and that you're taking treats with you on the walk and some sort of a toy.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, some obedience, some training, some play.
Sorry, I meant to be a plebeian message. I just
No, but I
walk
mean,
my dog around the street leave all day.
You described a really good solution. So that's what you could be doing, right? And still crating. But if you have biting, I would say it's because your walks are walking around the block, and we get this quite a lot where like a member of the family loves to walk, and they're like, I've got the dog to be my walking buddy.
Yeah.
So the dog's going on a walk with you. Those walks aren't generally very good for the dog. They just build endurance. There's no sniff time, there's no enrichment, there's no play, there's no training. It's just get out and exercise. And the dog's never really pushed into like a run. Like, I'm not a very fit guy. I'm going to try and go to the gym this year. We'll see what happens with this podcast if you see changes. But like, I might be able to just get out. I do a lot of dog walking, so I might just be able to get on a treadmill and walk for hours, right?
Yeah.
And your dog will be able to do that too, but the more you do it, the longer you can then keep doing it for. But unless you're like sprinting or pushing some sort of fitness in yourself, there's not necessarily exercise to be tired. So I might do a big long walk and still be like, cool, yeah, let's go and do something else. And you'll find that with your dog too. So if you're going on a walk and it's good for your exercise and that's what you want to do and you're taking your dog with you, bear in mind that is your walk. I like to dedicate a time during the day, either a play session, a walk, or a training session, to the dog. So dog specific, focused on the dog. So my structured walks look like free sniff time on a long lead, some obedience and training and tricks or food, anything, and then a big play session, and then some calm tie-up session. And I can normally knock that over in 20 minutes, 25 minutes with the dog, and have fulfilled every essence of that dog's sniffing, stalking, adventure, attack, hunt, drive, kill, feed, and relax, all in that time. And then the dog is nicely fulfilled. I might leave some enrichment during the day, but providing things for the dog to destroy, so they're not destroying your house, using toys that are like mouth driven or tug, play, not fetch, so that the dog's not destructive or biting on other things. They have a favorite thing that they like to chew, and having got their energy level up, they're going to be more happy to then pass out. So that would be alleviating some of that stuff. Let's get back on it. Okay, so you tell me, you go to a client and they're like, my dog's biting and mouthing on me. What do I do?
How much tug of war have you been playing?
Yeah, probably none. None. I go out with a ball, do a bit of ball chucking.
You should really try tug of war.
Yep. Tug. So give the dog something to bite. So you're going to set them up with a toy in every room. So anytime the dog mouths or bites at you, you stop engaging and giving them the reward of your affection or focus, and you're going to present the toy so that they bite the toy, not you. You're not the toy, right? Yeah. Their mouth needs to be focused on an object, not you.
Have they been sleeping enough?
Probably not. So, well, what happened with the crate? The classic one is, oh no, we stopped the crate a little while ago. She just sleeps on the floor in the lounge room now. She's got a bed, and then at night she sleeps on the floor in our room.
Yeah. So she's not getting enough sleep?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So bring back the crate.
Yep.
Reintroduce the structure of sleep.
Epic. And then the jumping?
Jumping.
She just jumps on everyone.
How are you greeting her?
Oh, when I come in, it's like the best thing. I'm like, can't wait to see her. I don't mind if she jumps on me. I love that.
So you're teaching her she can do it to anyone?
Yep. So how do I stop it?
You have to ignore her, and you can greet her when she is calm.
Mm-hmm.
And if she gets excited, you back away.
Yep.
And you rinse and repeat until it's expected that she is calm upon greeting.
Yep. I'd be adding place work and teaching her that greeting people at the door is not a thing anymore. Doorway is a big, like, when people come home, they're like, oh my God. And I'm a dog guy, and it's like the best thing when you come home to your dog and they're there like, hi, you're home, my human's home.
Not when you're in a bad mood. Oh my God.
But it's like my favorite, it's everyone's favorite thing. And that's why you get a dog, because if you had a bad day, you come home and they're like, hi, you're like, oh, everything's better. But if you can withhold a little bit of that excitement, go into the house, I put my bag down, grab a beer, put my keys on the bench, get comfortable, go over to the dog's bed and greet the dog in the bed. You can take that excitement and jumping away from the door threshold and pay them with the reward and all the love that you want when they're laying down or sitting in their bed and that then reinforces the bed being a good place to be, so that they're not rushing at the door, all that sort of stuff. So
You have to commit, because if you don't commit and it still happens, you can't blame it on us.
that we're always going to be at blame. But yeah, it's it can be a double tether or a tie up at the bed. It's a lot of work.
A long line that loops around something if you need to.
Yep. But basically, if the dog jumps up, you get nothing from me. If the dog sits, you get everything. That's your first step. And then once that becomes sort of learnt or expected, then put it into a different location. So the dog's then sitting in the bed. You can break these things down into smaller steps if you need to. That's one thing with dog training. You really can break stuff down into tiny, tiny steps to make sure that you're always successful. So if it's a lot to deal with, just chip away at it little by little by little by little, and you'll get there. What about some of those weird things you hear where when a dog jumps up, people squeeze their hand or like throw a knee out?
Oh, the knee in the chest. That's bad. That can something about like breaking their ribs or really impacting their lungs.
What kind of knee are these people throwing out?
Oh, I'll demonstrate right now. They jump up and they go like that, and then the chest goes bam.
Oh,
don't do that.
Don't Muay Thai kick the shit out of your dog.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah. No, that was quite a common one.
And I think basically they're old school compulsion training sort of hacks or tricks that and if you cause some sort of discomfort, the dog then doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Which obviously makes sense. I just don't think it's a very ethical or nice thing to do.
I don't know, because if the dog is that excited, and the pain probably just makes it even more worth it if they get what they want.
Yeah. So something we didn't bring up last episode when we were talking about puppies, I don't know how many episodes ago that was, but a home lead.
Yes.
A home lead, right? So 16 to 20 weeks old, definitely have a home lead. This is a 6-foot bit of rope just dragging from the dog's collar. Gives you the ability to remove the dog from situations or activities that you don't want them to be involved in, where you don't have to physically go and grab or catch the dog, because that will... Hey, trying to film a podcast here, Cedar.
Sorry.
Alyssa.
Okay, we'll just get it out the way.
Gone. That's just going to start the game. And the home lead's going to give you the ability to remove the dog from certain situations or activities without having to then grab or chase the dog, which can incite a game. If your dog grabs your favourite pair of knickers and you're like, "Oh, bring them back," and you chase them around, the dog's going to think the knickers are the best thing in the world, and you've just started their favourite game.
Actually, Peaches with her retrieving him.
She's going to love all your bras and shit. They're gone. You're done for. Home lead's going to remove the dog from that, and if it's jumping, you can sort of hook it under your foot and limit the ability for the dog to jump.
Yeah.
Training a really good sit is pretty high up there on that list.
Even a down, because the down is it's an extra
very hard
sit.
for them to jump from a down.
Yeah.
But just engaging and rewarding the dog, not rewarding the dog when they do jump, is key. Like, you have to remove the practice of the bad behavior or the reward from practicing the bad behavior, because if it's still rewarded, they're still going to attempt to do it and try and practice. So yeah, all right, that's jumping, that's biting, and let's just recap quickly. It might be a short episode. Jumping and biting, is that all you're struggling with? Recall's going okay, marker word's all right, feeding's good. You need to bring back crate. So you're going to bring back crate training.
Bring back crate.
Putting a home lead on.
Yeah.
Changing your routine when you come in the house. Training a really good sit, maybe even a down. Introducing more tug, and anytime there's mouthing in the house, presenting a toy or fluffy thing for the dog to chew.
Yeah.
This is normally with kids, right? Because kids anywhere from like 14 or 15 down like to
really handle them,
wrestle and roughhouse a puppy. Wrestling and roughhousing's a bit of a no-no on my end. You could do pardon me, you could do it with like my two dogs or your dogs, because we have a really good
I do
stop.
Do it with mine.
Yeah, but we have a really good stop command, right?
Yeah.
So we can stop the game whenever. But a dog that's leading the charge in starting that game is generally biting at clothing or hands and people.
I probably wouldn't do it with my future dogs.
No, I mean, I don't do it with these guys. I say I could.
I only do it with Banjo, but I have I get a one dressing gown. We only play it in this one old dressing gown.
And in button, and so wrestling and using your hands creates the play with you, or that, you know, you become the toy. And then if the dog wants to play, and they'll come over and nip at your ankle, bite you on the bum, pull on your shorts, or grab your t-shirt, or if they're
Especially
jumping
with
and
herding
nipping,
breeds.
yeah, they're going to hurt. But
Yeah.
the reaction that kids give, or adults even, when that happens is normally like it's not always good, but it's a big excitement, right? And the dog doesn't realize that it's bad or good, whether you're losing your temper or not. They're just like, well, that worked. I got a raise in activity out of the person, so I'll do it again, and that rewards it in itself. So none of that, and crate or use a tug toy. The other one is the reason you could be having puppy biting is because you're not crate training. Your puppy's probably not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
How much sleep does your dog need at 19 or 18 weeks?
I'd probably say around 18, 16 hours.
Yeah, I'd be shooting
Maybe a bit more.
18 to 20, yeah. Like a lot.
Yeah.
And that's always a shock to people when you talk about that. Like when you get a puppy and how much sleep they need, you say, oh, a puppy should be sleeping 18 to 20 hours a day. And they're like, oh, yeah, they sleep all night. Oh, wait, they just sleep all night. I'm like, yeah, if your dog's up for 12 to 14 hours, you're breeding
Adrenaline junkie.
of absolute adrenaline junkie. So regular naps and sleep will create calm. They're kind of like a cranky baby, right, that hasn't slept. They're
How
like,
did you do that with
tantrums.
Wally?
Sleep?
Yeah, because you didn't crate train him, and
I
he's
didn't
the
crate
most
train him.
chillest, sleepiest dog ever.
I think I got really lucky because he was older when I got him. He was 6 months or 5, 6, we're not sure. About 5 or 6 months when I got him. I think maybe closer to 4, but his birth date's... Anyway, I don't know. I think I just got really lucky. But like I left him from like day 2.
Yeah.
I didn't really give him the opportunity to bond.
Oh my
Like
god.
I didn't take 2 weeks off.
This is another thing. I
Uh-oh,
just
she's
remembered.
had a revelation. Look
Oh
out.
god. Mistake with our puppies. Puppy proof your entire backyard. Double check it before you leave your dog for the first time out there. Fucking Lexi.
That's 3 episodes ago. We should
I
have
know.
said that. That was
But
yeah.
anyway, she managed to wiggle through a gap in the fence and then jump into the neighbor's backyard. We spent forever looking for
Oh, you're
her
an
just to
escape
find
artist.
her.
Yep.
No, we reckon they convinced her. They tried to steal our puppy,
Oh,
but
actually, shots fired.
Dad had to be like, "Give me back my dog."
Yeah.
when we found her. So puppy proof everything, teenage proof everything. Like
Yeah.
you don't know what they're gonna get into or what they're gonna get out of.
Yeah, it's like kid-proofing your house. You want to... you know, power cords. I lost TV remotes, glasses, hats, pair of shoes. You puppy-proof everything,
Yeah.
and then, you know, put your...
Watch out of bins. Don't want them
Yeah,
getting into
bins.
the
Well, I
bins.
used to get in the bin all the time. Now I got a different one. You puppy-proof all that stuff so that you don't have those issues. But I think I got lucky. Well, Wally's pretty unique. He's a very cool dog, but I didn't really a lot of people take time off when they get the dog.
Yeah.
I was still working, so like I would do the morning run, and then we would chill, have lunch, quick play, and then I would leave at about 2 or 3 to go to work, and I wouldn't be home till midnight, and I would be up and see him in the morning. He was left from an early age pretty regularly, and we had a little bit of separation. We did a lot of enrichment feeding when we left, and sort of created new routines. But he was pretty good to go and be left from
Adult, basically.
yeah, pretty much from five months. Like 2 or 3 weeks after I got him, he was left for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I didn't crate train him because I was leaving him for that long. I don't regret it, but also at the time I was living in my little shack with my partner, and we didn't really have room for a crate.
Yeah.
You know, like like I have crates now, but I removed a couch to put those crates in. So I used to have 5 or 6 seats in our lounge room. Now we have 3.
Spare bedroom.
Spare bedroom. Well, that's the cat's room.
Cat's room.
So I could definitely evict the cat and put crates into the spare room, which is fine. Otherwise, there's not room in the bedroom and the kitchen. There's no laundry bathroom, so there wasn't really a place for it. So it was a, try. I should have built one into a coffee table.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, he's now trained. Although
My crates are in the middle of the renovation zone right now.
Yeah.
At my house.
But yeah, more crate time, more sleep will alleviate some biting as well. More fulfillment and things to bite and destroy will tick that box for the dog, so then they don't seek other things to destroy.
I know she's way older, but this could definitely apply to like biting issue. Is that I will take my Kelpie out for a big bushwalk, comes back, and like 5 hours later, she's gone and chewed up the bin.
Because of food in it?
No, it's sanitary products.
Yeah, they smell like dogs love that shit. It's gross.
But it's annoying.
Yeah, you need to seal up the bin or just get rid of that shit.
We have, but like she's had her fulfillment and she'll still go seek it out.
Habit. Rewards there. And then if she's allowed to pray, same thing though, right? Like there's a reward there. And then if she's allowed to go and get that reward herself, it's in itself, the act of doing it is rewarding.
She's just a turn monster. Like the nickname is Minge Matcher.
Oh! That might need beeped out. All right. So biting, jumping, kind of done.
Yeah.
And you want to be, at this point, I'd be like, cool,
She's
now that you fix those, fix those things, I would be like, okay, now it's time for you to start teaching her to walk on a lead.
Yeah.
I like to start around 5 months, at the very least, even at 4 months, with like heel position and a down next to me, so the dog's used to being on my side and not in front of me all the time, and then you can start recalling to that position, or even taking 3 or 4 steps with payment in that position, not necessarily doing a whole walk in heel, but like beginning of it. And then at around 5 months, I reckon they've got the, what do you call it, like the mental capacity to understand that a longer activity is sort of needed here. And that's when I like to start doing it. I do see lots of stuff on Instagram or when I'm, on the socials of people with like 12-week-old dogs with like an epic heel looking up, trotting, from like a real drivey working dog, like a Kelpie or something. If you start from day one and you did it every day, 14 weeks, you could be like heel, have that like eyes up, trot, but that would be all you're working on. Or a couple, and that would be like, you'd be working that dog 3 times a day for 15 minutes a time, and really drumming it in early. But, different dogs, different mentality. Like a 14-week-old Kelpie is a completely different animal to a 14-week-old Golden Retriever and Labrador.
Yeah, I'm getting a dumb dog.
No, you're not getting a dumb dog. You're getting a great dog.
I'm getting a great dog. I'm going to get the working line ones, though.
Peaches. She's going to be awesome.
Nice and red.
Everyone watching this is going to be like, is it 2026 or 2027 when she gets the dog?
Well, I get told I can potentially get it at 2027.
Okay.
So we'll see.
2027 goals. Like and subscribe to see what sort of dog she gets in a year. Might not even be a year. I don't know when this episode comes out. Cool.
Puppies, jumping,
biting, crate, lead.
Pulling to me.
Start doing lead work.
So she stops pulling to people.
Well, you should have a marker. Where's your marker word? You should be counter conditioning that stuff.
Sorry, she's just so cute.
Yeah.
I think everyone should revel in her cuteness.
You can't say no to people. You need to be harder.
Okay, I'll be tougher.
Be a bitch. They didn't pay for her. Peaches is your dog.
She is. She's a very expensive dog. Do you know how expensive this breeder I'm looking at is?
I dare not want to know.
You don't want to know?
No.
It's like...
I'm going to have to pay you enough for you to afford it. So
it's over 6,000.
Well, that wasn't on your bloody goals for 2026.
Yeah, because I'm not getting a puppy this year.
That'll be 2027 goals.
2027.
Right.
I have to wait a year, I've been told.
Right. We renegotiate your contract then. You might have to write it in.
Yeah, a puppy.
A puppy. Lauren did. Lauren put into... Lauren, she's still around. She'd probably be in Europe when this comes out. Said if she passed the Austin's dog training course that I would get her a puppy.
Yeah. Maybe I should have done that.
No, you went for money.
I did. We'll find out.
Cool. All right, wrapping up. So home lead, take excitement away from the door, crate train,
More tug of war.
More tug and fulfillment with the mouth stuff so that there's less destruction and biting around the house.
Start lead work. Start managing.
Starting some lead work. More sleep. Don't turn yourself into a toy. Give all that a bash.
Last resort.
Not a last resort. It's not the answer to that problem. No. The daycare is an answer to you work a real busy life and you can't be at home to be with your dog and you live in a unit and they need to go somewhere for the day.
You could hire us to take your dog out for you.
Well, yeah. They can't actually. That's a lot harder to do these days. You've got to go through a program and stuff. Anyway, that's a different chat.
But they did our puppy program, so they're fine.
Well, then they would have... Yeah, if you're doing our puppy program, you would have access to such services. Yeah. Cool. I think that's it. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about next episode?
Adolescence, the joys of teenagers. Stay tuned.
Too quick? Go to lead work?
Well, that's kind of adolescence.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be the whole, my dog doesn't listen to me at the dog park and won't come when I call.
We bring back the magic of the lead.
My dog stopped listening to me. Yeah, it'll be the classic, I off lead too early and dog stopped listening. Anyway, say goodbye.
Ciao.
Catch ya.